Hey guys, Chris here, as usual, back again with another album review. And guys, as always, make sure you guys hit down that like button onto this video and also comment down below what you guys thought about this album. And also, of course, if you're new here or a returning visitor and you haven't yet subscribed, then hit that subscribe button. It really helps out this channel. But let's get into it. Life, Love, and Madness is the latest from the Christian pop artist, otherwise known as Sarah Reeves. Now, for this album, I was actually really excited because I really do enjoy Sarah Reeves. I really think that she has the most underrated voice in Christian music. I love everything that she has been really able to put out. Her voice is very mesmerizing. So, going to an album, I was really excited. I really do enjoy her album, Easy Never Needed You. And she first started doing this in 2009. So really, this is more of a, it's been a decade, so, reminiscing album on the past decade just for Sarah Reeves. And this is a really personal album. I'm just gonna be honest, I actually really had a lot of fun in this album, but it's not necessarily a really great album. Not even technically maybe like even a Christian album. Like if you just listen to some of these songs, you're just like, okay, well that's not really Christianese. Well then it's really more blurring the lines. Okay, well what is technically a Christian album and what is technically an album from a Christian artist in that instance? That's a big question that it needs to be answering. So you can definitely see where Sarah Reeves is just, this is more of a personal album. And that's fine, Christians, this is what the great thing about a Christian album that isn't necessarily a worship album. Because for worship albums, I can totally understand where if it becomes a little bit more a personal story where it's supposed to be singing about to God, not, hey, this is my personal story. No, I mean, for just your own album, totally see of, hey, we're just reminiscing on just what has happened. We're just going to give you some history on us, and I'm just going to sing about it. And then, yeah, if you can put into some things about God into there, then there. But here's the problem. A lot of Christian albums try to do that, but they end up failing a lot of times. They really just sound corny and weird and just like, yeah, everything's happy-dory. This album, on the other hand, is not like that. This is so much, hey, this person deals with personal struggles, and they know it, and they just human life stuff. That's what I really just enjoy about this album. A lot of people may have called it has a lot of angst in this album. That is fine, having quite a bit of angst is fine, going through emotions, it's fine, just, going literally adverse into whatever that you do, it's fine, obviously, you need to find a balance within that, but with this album, I literally thought, fun album, okay? This is probably like my most guilty pleasure I've ever had in an album. If you guys are ever wondering of, hey, what type of music does really Chris like? This is almost a perfect example because it deals with personal stuff, personal struggles, and I really enjoy the music of this. I love this kind of pop-ish / synth pop / whatever type of vibe that you can go for, like this lo-fi beats with even the song's emotions, which is a highlight of this album. The best song off this album, besides a lot of other really great songs, personally, the slow songs are still very energetic and has a lot of life into them and aren't just like slow, okay, let's get through this. They have actually some really impactful stuff. Even the fun songs, they're not just, lyrics, okay, we're just gonna have something fun. No, I mean, really, the only song that is like, hey, you know, maybe this is just fun, you know, who cares about lyrics is the song Dance to It, which, if you listen to the song, is very catchy, and, you know, I actually personally like it. You know, it has that earworm. It deals with a lot of things that, you know, Christians just struggle with, even just regular people struggle with. We say we're still human beings at the end of the day. The only difference of that, you know, Christian moniker, it's the ability of admitting, I know I am awful. That's basically it. And Sarah Reeves does a fantastic job. It's like she knows that, hey, I mess up a lot. Emotions is a perfect example. Anxious is a really perfect example that just really hits you and almost gets like, ooh, this is a little bit uncomfortable because I deal with it personally. And the song Don't Feel Like Fighting, which deals with her relationship with her husband, emotional stuff where it says, hey, I built up this wall and you're emotional and they drift apart. Human stuff, okay? We're dealing with relationships. A lot of these songs have to deal with her and her husband's relationship on the good stuff and the bad stuff. Great, you know, why don't a lot of Christians, you know, talk about it? This is just normal people stuff. As a Christian album, you guys may be like, okay, well, where's the mention of God? They're in there. And so, I mean, that's to be like, okay, well, is this really a Christian album done? Is this really a Christian album? Well, that's up to your own interpretation. I've been able to actually, you know, have some glimpses of God into a lot of these songs. Emotion is one of them. Head First is one of them. Not My Style is pretty close to one of them. Anxious is a really good example of that. One is that someone's that needs a savior. Really perfect examples where overall, I'm gonna have to give this album the add it to your playlist. It's not a great album at the end of the day, but that's okay because it's what it is going for very well. I had a lot of fun with this album. It's such a really great time. One of my personal favorite albums of 2020. I've listened to this album quite a few times. Sarah Reeves' voice is just amazing. I love basically the music direction for this album. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys actually really do listen to this album. It's not as bad as what you may think of it is. Blur the lines on, you know, what is a Christian album. I'm okay with it personally. So with that, leave a like onto this video and comment down below what you guys thought about this album and also what really qualifies as a Christian album for you guys. Put it down in those comments and, you know, maybe I'll make a video of it if you guys are really interested into that, because I can maybe actually do some research and, you know, get you guys' thoughts on it. Be a really exciting video. Really great that, you know, we can actually have this talk and that this album may bring up that question of, hey, you know, what is really right as a Christian album and what declares it not to be a quote-unquote Christian album, besides the obvious. And also, put down in those comments what you guys want me to review, whether it be in the past, present, future, whatever. You guys put it down in those comments and I will get to it. Movies, music, topics, whatever. You guys put it down in those comments. And of course, I will get to it. If you're new here or a return visitor and you haven't yet subscribed, then what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. It really helps out this channel. And so, remember to go all in with Jesus and change the culture. Boom. Bye.